Good morning. Top of the morning. I want to take a moment and I want to take a moment because it's September 11th and thank all of the first responders and everyone who was involved with what happened on 9/11 many years ago. You are still remembered, and those who passed on that day, we remember you always. It's been since 2001. It's 17 years. I remember I was in 5th grade. It was a Tuesday, just like today. And someone in my class had found out what was going on. I was in 5th grade, and when we got the news in our classroom, we had a moment of silence, of course, and then I found out that the girl in my classroom, her mom, was at the World Trade Center that morning. And she was freaking out, as she had every right to do. Then they quickly called all the parents, as were elementary school students, watching the television of a huge building crumbling before our very eyes. And that was only one building. As a 5th grader, you kind of, some understood, some didn't. But again, not at the depth of what everyone else was feeling. I know I was feeling a lot that week, because that same week after 9/11 happened, that same week on a Friday, we had a hurricane day. And we were all not to come in because we had a hurricane coming at us. So that week was a very, I would say, empathic week for myself and my family, where we felt a ton. And we come to this time every year, but as I think more about 9/11 and what it stands for, is how everyone gathered together as one nation, and beyond that, as one world. To stand together to say, this is not okay. Honor the ones who responded, honor the ones who passed, and say, this shall not happen again. And stand together as one. And make a world that we're proud of, proud to live in. Nine, 1, 1. In numerology, that nets to an 11. 11 is a very sacred number. It's what we would see as two pillars in walking through. It's a passageway, a rite of passage. What do we want our world to be? What do we want our rite of passage to be? What do we want to see when we walk through that gate, through those pillars? That's my question for you today. Live in your heart space. Live in your heart space and allow yourself to imagine the most beautiful image in your mind of what this world could look like. What would you see? What would you hear? What would you smell? What would you taste? What would you feel? Would we be connected with spirit? Would we be connected and in tune with ourselves and spirit? Would we be speaking our truth from the heart? Listening to our wisdom within our soul, sharing that with one another here on earth. My vision of a better world is when we put aside our ego. When we put aside our wants of what does not matter, that are ego-based, and coming together as one family, one united being, and saying, all we need is love. Beatles got it right. No joke. So, throughout today, live from your heart. Live from your soul. Speak your truth. Share it with everyone you know. Love and light, my divine, beautiful souls. This is Kevin, the meditating Jew, over and out.